What's up, my gamers? This is IDOLWILD. Welcome to another episode of Boom or Bust, where I try to find out if a player is worth his price tag on an auction house. This time around, I'll bring you 92 overall football outsider Janoris Jenkins, who's a cornerback for the New York Giants. Now here I have him compared to 94 overall Ghost of Madden pass Champ Bailey, who's a cornerback for the Denver Broncos. Janoris goes for around 200,000 coins at the auction house, and Champ Bailey goes for around 300 to 320,000 coins at the auction house. Now, if you take just a quick look at the stat comparison, you'll notice that Champ Bailey outclasses Janoris Jenkins in most of the stats, but Janoris has a lockdown and pick specialist chemistry. And if you max those two out, both at tier 2, Janoris will have 92 speed, 93 excel, 95 agility, 93 man, 91 zone, 82 press, 92 play rec, and 83 catch. Not too bad for a card that costs 100,000 coins less. Also, if you take a look at the stat comparison, Janoris is way better against the run with almost 20 more block shed than Champ Bailey. Now, Janoris is in a weird place that he isn't too expensive, but he isn't that cheap either. So we're going to compare him to another cornerback that's at a lower price. Another cornerback at a lower price is Jalen Ramsey, the Ghost of Madden future. He's taller, faster, and has better press than Janoris Jenkins, and he also is better against the run with high block shed, high tackle, and he has like a 90 hit power. I think they're both good outside corners, but Jalen Ramsey may be a little bit better in the slot due to his high hit power, his big hitter player trait, and his high tackle and block shed. Now, with the lockdown and pick specialist chemistries both maxed out, Janoris Jenkins is a better cover corner, so I believe he's more suited for the outside. But Jalen Ramsey won't do too bad if you max out lockdown chemistry and put him on the outside. The main difference between these two, though, is that Janoris Jenkins has two of the best chemistries for a corner, and he also has the player trait that is play in the ball air aggressive, while Jalen Ramsey only has play the ball in the air balance, which means Janoris is going to go for way more picks than Jalen's will, and that's going to result in a lot more turnovers for you, which in turn will win you games. But anyway, we're going to take a look at some film to see if Janoris is worth his 200,000 coin price tag in the first place. What's noticeable about Janoris Jenkins was his effectiveness in the run game. He was pretty good about shedding his block, tracking down the ball carrier, and bringing him down. In this next clip, you're going to see him take down Derrick Henry, who's one of the best power backs in the game. He sheds his block and then goes straight for Henry. Now, it may have fallen back a little bit, but that's pretty good for a corner to take down Derrick Henry on his own. I give him about a B+ in run support. Now, the next thing I noticed about Janoris that was impressive was that he rarely got beat deep, even when I was pressing. He was always step for step with the best wide receivers, and when the ball came his way, he always got his hands on it, either by tackling a wide receiver, swatting the ball, or picking it off. I mean, Moss, Jerry Rice, you name it, he was pretty much step for step with him, and he didn't get beat. Now, I give him about an A- in man coverage and an A+ in zone coverage. Zone coverage is where it really shines. I give him an A- in man coverage because most routes he recovered very well when it was man coverage, but if you call the right route at the right time, he's going to get beat. What I also noticed is that he's pretty clutch in the red zone, even though he doesn't have the clutch trait. And if the ball came his way and he was in zone coverage, he was picking that thing off. Now, is he worth 200,000 coins? I'm going to say yes, he's worth 200,000 coins. He's better than the budget corners at 100,000 coins. But my advice is if you only have this amount for corners, you can grab 2 corners for 100,000 coins who's going to play pretty well for you. But if you have a God squad, then he's not a bad pickup with those chemistries. That's it for this video. If you like the video, you can like and subscribe if you want. If not, then you don't have to. See you around next time.